Sawadee Kap. All right, so we're kind of in the middle of outsourcing life. We stopped yesterday where he talked about go ahead and hire a VA for $10 an hour or cheaper if you can find a good one for that. With the idea being it's going to get you used to freeing up your time. It's a major time saver, and you want to delegate all your menial or unimportant tasks to them. So to finish what he was saying about few actually doing it, which is another reason why so few people have their ideal lifestyle, he continues, even if the cost is occasionally more per hour than you currently earn, the trade is often worth it. Let's assume you make $50,000 a year, thus $25 per hour, working from 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, for 50 weeks per year, 2 weeks vacation. If you pay a top-notch assistant $30 per hour and he or she saves you one full 8-hour shift per week, your cost, subtracting what you're being paid, is $40 to free an extra day. Would you pay $40 per week to work Monday to Thursday? I would, and I do. Keep in mind this is worst case cost scenario. Yeah, $30 per hour is super high for a VA. You can get them for $3 an hour in the Philippines and probably India too. But what if your boss freaks out? It's largely a non-issue, and prevention is better than cure. There is no ethical or legal reason for the boss to know if you choose non-sensitive tasks. The first option is to assign personal items. Time is time, and if you're spending time on chores and errands that could be spent better elsewhere, a VA will improve life, and the management learning curve is similar. Second, you can delegate business tasks that don't include financial information or identify your company. Ready to build an army of assistants? Let's first look at the dark side of delegation. A review is in order to prevent abuses of power and wasteful behavior. Delegation dangers. Before getting started, the first rule of any technology used in a business is that automation applied to an efficient operation will magnify the efficiency. The second is that automation applied to an inefficient operation will magnify the inefficiency. Now, if it's broken, it will make it more broken. If it's running smooth, then your delegation will run smooth. Have you ever been given illogical assignments, handed unimportant work, or commanded to do something in the most inefficient fashion possible? Not fun and not productive. Now it's your turn to show that you know better. Delegation is to be used as a further step in reduction, not as an excuse to create more movement and add the unimportant. Remember, unless something is well defined and important, no one should do it, not you or a delegee. Eliminate before you delegate. Never automate something that can be eliminated, and never delegate something that can be automated or streamlined. Otherwise, you waste someone else's time instead of your own, which now wastes your hard-earned cash. How's that for incentive to be effective and efficient? Now you're playing with your own dough. It's something I want you to get comfortable with, and this baby step is small stakes. Did I mention to eliminate before you delegate? For example, it is popular among executives to have assistants read email. In some cases, this is valuable. In my case, I use spam filters, autoresponders with frequently asked questions, and automatic forwarding to outsourcers to limit my email obligation to 10 to 20 email responses per week. It takes me 30 minutes per week because I use systems, elimination, and automation to make it so. Nor do I use an assistant to set meetings and conference calls because I have eliminated meetings. If I need to set the odd 20-minute call for a given month, I'll send 1 2-sentence email and be done with it. Principle number 1 is to refine rules and processes before adding people. Using people to leverage a refined process multiplies production. Using people as a solution to a poor process multiplies problems. The menu, a world of possibilities. I'm not interested in picking up crumbs of compassion thrown from the table of someone who considers himself my master. I want the full menu of rights. Bishop Desmond Tutu, South African cleric and activist. The next question then becomes, what should you delegate? It's a good question. but I don't want to answer it. I want to watch Family Guy. The truth be told, it is a hell of a lot of work writing about not working. Ritika of Brickwork and Venki of Your Man in India are more than capable of writing this section. So I'll just mention 2 guidelines and leave the mental hernia of detail work to them. Golden rule number 1. Each delegated task must be both time-consuming and well-defined. If you're running around like a chicken with its head cut off and assign your VA to do that for you, it doesn't improve the order of the universe. They're going to run around with their heads like a chicken with their head cut off. Golden rule number 2. On a lighter note, have some fun with it. Have someone in Bangalore or Shanghai send emails to friends as your personal concierge to set lunch dates or similar basics. Harass your boss with odd phone calls in strong accents from unknown numbers. Don't know about the smartness of that one, but whatever. Being effective doesn't mean being serious all the time. It's fun being in control for a change. Get a bit of repression off your chest so it doesn't turn into a complex later. Okay. 6 minutes in. Okay, next one. Getting personal and going Howard Hughes. Howard Hughes, the ultra-rich filmmaker and eccentric from The Aviator, was notorious for assigning odd tasks to his assistants. Here are a few from Donald Bartlett's Howard Hughes, His Life and Madness you might want to consider. Number 1, after his first plane crash, Hughes confided in a friend that he believed his recovery was due to his consumption of orange juice and its healing properties. He believed that exposure to the air diluted the juice's potency. So he demanded that fresh oranges be sliced and juiced in front of him. Number 2, when Hughes was partaking of the nightlife in Las Vegas, his aides were charged with approaching any girls he took a liking to. If a girl was invited to join the Hughes table and agreed, an aide will pull out a waiver and agreement for her to sign. Alrighty, he's ahead of his time, because rock stars did that in the 70s, 80s, and 90s, right? He was doing it in the 50s, 40s. Hughes had a barber on call 24/7, but had his hair and nails trimmed about once a year. That's a little weird. In his hotel-bound years, Hughes was rumored to have instructed assistants to place a single cheeseburger in a specific tree outside his penthouse room at 4 p.m. each day, whether he was there or not. Okay. Now you know why they call him eccentric. The guy sounds like he's out of his fucking mind. Such a world of possibilities. Just as the Model T brought transportation to the masses, virtual assistants bring eccentric billionaire behavior within reach of each man, woman, and child. Now that's progress. All right. The next part was written by his assistants, and it goes on for several pages, so I'm going to cut it short today, a little bit less than 10 minutes. Yeah, I'm not... Just like last year, there were some paragraphs I read from that book, and I was like, what are they talking about, or what's Napoleon talking about? Yeah, abusing your VAs, making them do stupid shit. I don't get it. And I'm a goofball, too. Those of you who know me, I'm not like a super serious 9-to-5, 3-piece suit guy. I'm as fucking goofy as they get. But I just don't get the point of fucking with your VAs and making them do stupid shit like that. Put a cheeseburger in your tree. I mean, it makes no fucking sense. And he's talking about making sure you refine the process before you outsource. Well, what the fuck is that? Having them do stupid shit just because you can? I mean, yeah, have fun with it. I get that part, but whatever. This page, this one missed the mark for me. I don't have a VA. I definitely don't need one here. Now, I do and will hire assistants here. Not virtual assistants, but real people who are here, cleaning my condo. I've got a girlfriend now, and she's like several times said, hey, I'll clean. Thai women, they want to do their part. They want to take care of their boyfriend, husband, and that includes cleaning. And I was like, no, I want to give the money to a lady to help that lady. This is how she makes her living. So yeah, I outsourced the cleaning of my condo, and it's dirt cheap because it's Thailand. And then with the buying and selling cars and trucks, all that paperwork and all that sitting in the DMV for a half a day, that's been outsourced now. I did it the first time, I learned the process. Now I'm delegating and using assistants and paying them for their time, because I don't want to waste my time. Even if I sit here on the couch and watch TV that day, I'd still rather do that and pay, 500 baht, $15, to have that taken care of for me. So virtual assistants, real assistants, yes, it's a solid technique to free your time up. I just wouldn't have them do unnecessary bullshit. I need my condo cleaned, and I need the paperwork done for the vehicles. So I'm not just like, get me a fucking cheeseburger every day, whether I eat it or not. I'm actually doing things that I would have to do if I didn't hire assistants, right? That's kind of, to me, the point of it. But say la vie, you all be good, and I will see you on the morrow.